Okay then. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Okay then. Testing, 1 2 1 2. Excuse me there. There we go. Right, hello, and good evening. It is the 22nd of August 2024, and tonight we're back with some PTCGL. Now, we're still setting up for a couple of minutes on our end, so while we do indeed finish getting ready, please get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, get yourself comfortable. We're back after the break with some PTCGL, and I'll leave you with some Accumulatown in the meantime. See you after the break. Tinkaton EX, as always, because it's one of my absolute favourite decks to play, even during those times where maybe, it lets me down a little bit. And after which, I'm going to be building a deck based on the World Championship deck played by Henry Brand, but I'm going to modify it slightly. And instead of using the Shuppet Banette line, we're going to be using Banette Venomoth. How well is that going to go? I have no idea. I just wanted to do something slightly different because I do genuinely believe that having one prizes in the active spot as opposed to a two prizer like Banette EX could be a good thing. However, at the same time, Banette does have a little bit of extra firepower with Poltergeist, so we're just going to have to see how it works out in the end. But anyway, hopefully you're doing well. Let's get rid of that starting soon. Let's also give thanks to Thousand Likes Pie for that incredible artwork. And there we go. Okay then, let's okay, so everything is all set up and ready to go. Let's get rid of that Accumulatown and let's put on some music. We're going to go for Seabold's theme from Pokemon Masters EX. Let's just jump straight into a couple of matches. And as I said, hopefully you're doing very well tonight, chat. Hopefully. Let's have a look. See, we're going to flip the heads. Hey, we did. Yes, we want to go first. We want to try and get as much onto the bench as possible, if we can. 2 Dunsparce. Not great, but we do get an Artisan. We just have to hope that my opponent can fill up their bench a whole bunch too. Diancie. Now that is a card you don't see. Okay, so you basically, whenever Diancie is in the active spot, Princess Curtain protects. Is it basics? Benched basic Pokemon and the Whiscash. Okay. Consider me intrigued. And you know what? We'll put the special artwork into play because why not? Now the thing is, Dunsparce plays... Well, Artisan plays here. yeah, Artisan plays greatly for us because they get to fill up their bench. They get to fill up their bench. We want them to play a buddy-buddy or something. Lucian? What? Wait, what the hell is you, Lucian? Lucian, hello? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, Lucian, each player shuffles their hand, puts them on the bottom of the deck. We both have to flip coins. Okay, buddy, buddy, and Artisan. That's not great. Spike draw for 20. Woof. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, play the heavy ball. What do we got? So we got one Dance Bass prize. We got the Roseanne's. Roseanne's back up. Another buddy, buddy, popping, lost vacuum, Nimona. Okay, nothing too bad in terms of our prizes, but yeah, ouch. Ouch is all I can say here. So we're gonna Cleffer. We can Relor as well. We'll grab a second Tinkatink at the same time. And what we can do is go into Cleffer and we can get ourselves 5 brand new cards. Lucian, though. Super interesting card to see. Did not expect to see that tonight. Okay, that should fix it. I do need to replace my microphone. I do need to replace this microphone. Sorry about all the crackles and stuff if it happened. Okay, down comes Squirtle. But nothing major. Okay, so here's what we can do. Here's what we've got. We have access now to a Nimona. We have the Dunsparce. We have... Okay, so... We'll the Dunsparce first. We'll the Dunsparce first. That isn't helpful. We'll play the Nimona. Ding, ding, ding. Nope. Okay, so we can grab it. Okay, so we can protect this other Dunsparce. Runaway draw. Come on, Tinkaton EX. Ah, nuts. Really needed the EX there, to be fair. We'll grab a Dunsparce here. We'll lucky helmet the Cleffer. We'll send the Cleffer out to. We're gonna go down a prize. Okay, we are gonna go down a prize, but I'm more than happy to go down a prize. Okay, that Barboach is getting a bit sort of set up. Here comes the Irida, so a rare candy into the Blastoise maybe? Although, the question then becomes, why are you playing Blastoise? Yeah. Vitality Spring. Ah, I see. I see. I see. Though, why my opponent needs Vitality Spring, I don't know. Is there something about Whiscash that I am unaware of? They haven't even evolved the Barboach yet, which is... Okay, and they don't. So just draw 2 cards. There's Tinkaton, so we can at least evolve... At least we can evolve this turn. Maybe not into the Pokemon I want, but we can still do it. Do it. Still do it. Okay, Great Ball. Great Ball's fine. Oh, we can actually Morty's Conviction here. So we'll Morty's away the Nimona. We can't boss his orders out anything on the bench. Mother Hubbard, really? We'll evolve up one of the 70 HP Tinkatink. We'll thin out the deck with Artisan. For another Dunsparce. How many of these fucking things are... All three are in the deck. Along with our Gather Material. And we know we've got Neo Upper Energy. Yep, there it is. Wait, hang on a minute. Okay, we've just... what was I about to say? I've checked my prizes. We shouldn't have that much energy prize. Okay, here we go. 2 copies of Great Ball. Great Ball number 1. There's Tinkaton EX. However, finding Rabska could actually be very useful. So we'll Great Ball number 2. Okay, we'll actually grab the Rabska here. I don't know what my opponent can pull off. Okay, I don't know what my opponent can pull off. So we are 100% going to not allow ourselves to be put in any sort of dangerous position. So here we go. Down comes the Tinkaton EX. And how many Nimona in this card? 2. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait on playing Nimona's backpack, but we can big hammer for 370 damage. Kaboom! Oh yeah. We're only taking one prize card, but we are now quite well set up. Okay, crushing hammer. Oh, oh no. Ooh, crushing hammer could be a problem. Crushing hammer could be a problem. What am I looking at here? It's got to be something to do with Wizcash. It has to be something to do with Wizcash. And I can't even boss his orders out the bar boat right now. Here comes another Lucian. Which means we lose our all of those DTEs. Opponent flips a coin. Heads, they draw 6. We flip a coin. Tails. Don't you hate it when you're right? Don't you hate it when you're right? We've got Nimona and Morty's Conviction, though, so Morty's Conviction allows us to draw 5 cards. That's fine. We could do with shuffling the deck, though. We genuinely could. And there's the Vitality Spring. Something just feels wrong. And we've already blown through our switch, haven't we? No, we haven't. Okay, well, there's Neo Upper Energy. I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine as a emergency, but I really would prefer to not use Neo Upper. There's the Dunsparce. There's the switch in case we need it, so we can draw cards here. We run away draw. Cancelling Cologne. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I just thought of something. I've just thought of something. We're not going to take knockouts, I don't think, unless we can pull the boss. Oh no, because we've already Mortied, haven't we? Have we? Let me just double check something here. Yeah, I played Morty's Conviction. Okay. Play the Great Ball. We'll grab the Dunsparce. That's such a shame. That's such a shame. There's the Silene. Okay, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. Place the Neo Upper and... No. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Excuse me. Sneezing all over the place. Because here's what I want to do. I want to take all that energy on that bar boat and get rid of it. I want to get rid of it. So, we're equalized on prizes. There's Crushing Hammer. That's what I was afraid of. Tails. Tails is good. Tails is what we can live with. We can live with the tails. Another fighting energy to that godforsaken bar boat. Switch into Radiant Venusaur. Another goddamn Lucian. No! Opponent gets tails. That's fine. And there's the heads. But we've lost our switch. And there's the boss. Yep, there's the Wizcash. So, Raging and Rocking for each discard. Right, okay. So now we know what my opponent was working toward. But Pollen Hazard here makes things very difficult. Yeah, but we have to discard everything off of it. That's the problem. Plus it's Professor Turo, isn't it? Yeah. There's no way of getting out of this. We have to shuffle the deck. We have to draw 3 cards and hope that we get the switch. If we get the switch, we can do this. Okay, there's another Dunsparce. So we can shuffle the deck here. And thin it out by a Dunsparce. That's why I didn't play it from the hand. We can evolve the Tinkaton into Tinkaton. Energy Lotto. Damn it! Okay. Gather material. Get rid of a Dunsparce. Draw 3. Cancelling Cologne. Oh. We could take the risk. We could take the risk here. But I'm not going to. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up the Tinkaton. Put a Tinkatink back down. And I'm going to let the Dunsparce go down. That way then the reversal energy does not activate. Another reversal. Irida. Blastoise counter catcher. Again, will not activate for the next couple turns because we're going to deliberately go down in prizes. They don't even attack. Oh, very clever. Very clever. They can't have that much energy left in the deck. And they don't. Nemona's backpack. Not what we need right now. We can gather material. We'll get rid of the Tinkatink. DTE. Absolutely beautiful. That's exactly what we needed. We're going to rare candy. Picture to picture. Retreats to Tinkaton EX. We're doing 190 damage, which means we should be able to play the boss's orders, bring out that Whiz Cash. And 160 damage. Well, bam! I could. The thing is, if we weren't doing enough, I also had like Nemona's backpack to increase my damage a touch. They just went all in on the one Whiz Cash. They went all in on the one Whiz Cash, which isn't a bad option. Truthfully, it's not a bad option. At the same time, there's reversal energy on the other Whiz Cash. We need to find our other boss's orders very quickly, I believe. There's Pollen Hazard. So we're healed of the burn, but we're still confused and poisoned. Another rare candy. We can gather material. One Nemona backpack away. Buddy. Trying to think. How much are we doing? 280. So we would be able to knock out. We would be able to knock out stuff. It's just a shame we didn't draw the Dunsparce. If we'd have drawn the Dunsparce there, we would have been absolutely fine. We're going to switch out into Dunsparce to cure us of everything. Lay the Silene and see if we can get anything back on top of the deck. No. Shit. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Thankfully, we do have access to PAL pads. There we go. We just pop Tinkaton back into the active. Minus 60. In fact, I'm not even going to miss that. Do I really want to put them back into the deck, though? No, I don't think I do. Okay, cool. We can Big Hammer. Do you want to attach? No, I do not. Oh, Christ's sake. Right, Big Hammer. Yes, I want to attack. Go. We are by no means safe. Okay? We are by no means safe. We have to find our other boss's orders. Or we have to find a PAL pad off the top of the deck put the boss back in, find the boss, get rid of that whiz cash. Here comes another barboach. Ooh! Luxurious cape on the whiz cash. And they've trapped themselves in the active with the Blastoise. So they could be trying to find... Yeah, they're finding energy due to Vitality Spring. There can't be anything in the deck, surely. Unless they played a Super Rod? No, they didn't. So... Wait, what the fuck? 6 energy cards! Wow! I didn't realize that. Okay, get rid of the Colvez. Okay, there's the other boss. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, we're doing 310, but we are going to draw a few more cards with the Dunsparce. We're going to play the Power Pad, put stuff back in. There we go, we can put back the Silene and the boss. And then we also Power Pad back in the other boss and... Yeah, go Colvez as well. Okay, there we go. 310 damage, more than enough to take out the Whiz Cash. Put the Dunsparce into play. 280. Okay, I think that's enough. We go. And confirm attack. Yes, we want to confirm attack. Goodbye. And thanks to Luxurious Cape, Whiscash is worth 2 prizes. Now it doesn't matter what my opponent brings up with a boss's orders if they want to. Because we can pay retreat cost with the Tinkatink, no problem. Spike draw, there it is. Buddy buddy. Yeah, there's the boss's orders. We can also gather material. We'll get rid of the Mona for this one. Cancelling Cologne. Play the boss's orders to bring out the Barboach. Double Turbo to Tinkaton. Play Nemona's backpack. Get back 2 copies of Nemona. And then we can Big Hammer this Barboach for 400 damage. That's actually a really interesting deck, though. That is actually a genuinely super interesting deck. That's actually really interesting. And I'm not even saying that to, you know, be sarcastic. That's me being absolutely genuine. That was a very interesting deck I fought against. Setting up your... Yeah, setting up the Whiscash for a major mill out. With the reversal energies and everything. That was pretty bloody awesome, I will admit. Right then, now that we've done that... Let's go ahead and build this variant of Henry Brand's Championship deck. So, Henry Brand found a way of making both Banette EX and Dusknoir work together. And the main reason why they used Banette was twofold. One was the ability to use the Lost Zoning Banette to get supports back from your discard pile, but Lost Zone 1 Blood Moon Ursaluna to play in tandem with Dusknops and Dusknoir's abilities. And 1 Squawkabilly. Now, I do not like Squawkabilly, like, at all. I've made it absolutely no secret whatsoever that I do not like this stupid fucking regional bird. But, you know, it's got a great ability. Looking Crown Zenith 1. 3 copies of Buddy Buddy. 3 Nest Ball. 4 Trekking Shoes. And again, we'll go for the Crown Zenith ones, because ha ha ha, they are funny. 3 copies of the new Night Stretcher. Sorry, 4. 4 copies. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 copies of the brand new Night Stretcher card. 4 copies of Rare Candy. And we know exactly which candies I'm going to be playing. Rainbow gay rights are human rights. Well, LGBTQ plus rights are human rights. Full fucking stop. And then actually, it's the same principle, but a different method, I suppose. 1 prize yeah, 1 prize Henry. There we go. 1 prize Henry Dusclops. In fact, what I'll do. Okay. I think we have to take out the Charmander. Yep, I'm going to say we take out the Charmander here. We can't afford for Charizard to come into play. We don't even have Venomoth set up. We actually don't have Venomoth set up, which sucks. It really does suck. Come on. Prize number 3 gives us a Grass Energy. Okay. So a Grass Energy's fine. There's just one teeny weeny itsy bitsy problem here. I should have played the Buddy Buddy Poffin to thin out the deck. The other irritating little thing is, well, we have no duck. How much do you want to bet the top deck is, in fact, Venomoth? I hate you so much. Okay, Perplexing Powder. We're doing 60 damage. We're confusing, and we are preventing my opponent from using items. Yeah, they can't play items and they are confused. So if they try and attack with this Charizard, they've got a 50-50 chance of knocking themselves out, but they're not going to. They've got more than enough in the tank. We are turns behind. We're turns behind at this point, so we're just going to concede and move on. This is another reason why Venomoth and way to helping. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Banette here. Toad's cool. Oh, we're fighting Toad's Cruel EX. Okay. How do I feel about this particular matchup? I don't know. I'll be completely honest. We can Buddy Buddy here. We can Ultra Ball. We can... Yeah, we can Buddy Buddy. We can Ultra Ball. Put down the Radiant Alakazam. Squawkabilly's going to be a liability, but we have no choice but to play it, really. Okay, another Venonet's cool. Play the Buddy Buddy. Get down to Duskull. What have we got left in the deck? We got no Dusclops. Dusclops is prized. We're relying a lot on the... And only one Venomoth. Really? Okay, we are... Even without drawing cards here, we are significantly behind the 8-ball. And I mean, we are significantly behind the 8-ball. It is genuinely a shame that we did not have access to... Boy. This could be a problem. Cricketune. Cricketune going to be a problem. We can always Dusknoir. We can always Dusknoir. We can always Dusknoir that thing away. I'd prefer to not do that, but we always have the option to do it. Do it. Always have the option to do it. We can always Night Stretch it back to Dusclops, which is always nice. It's a shame we also didn't get rid of a Venomoth there. We play the Iono. That's not great. It's not great. Trick and choose. We prefer to not get the Duskull. Dig, dig, dig. There's another Dusknoir. We can do 260. Oh shit, we can actually take out this Toadskrull. That's hilarious. music, is it? I'm gonna change it over to. I'm actually gonna change this over to Henry's actual fucking deck because I think he had it right. All I gotta do is just swap over the energy type. That's all. And he did play 4 of the Enveloping Shadow for the ability to potentially shut down the items on going second. Not nan, you. There it is. So he did one of the spooky puppet offerings, 2 everlasting darkness, and then the 5 energy we exchange for psychic energy. And you know what? I'm gonna give myself some good luck with this one. There it is. The evolutions, basically the OG reprint. And now we'll change over the coin to a steel type. You know, I haven't shown off this amazing Dialga yet, so we'll use the Dialga. Okay, there we go. Let's give this a try, and this time we're going to listen to Chantal's theme from Pokemon Masters EX. Okay, Tails. So we're going second. If we can start off with the Shuppet and get the Enveloping Shadow going, we should be okay. Starting off with Mew actually isn't terrible because it gives us free retreat. It's not the starter we want, but if it's the starter we have, we can always play our hand down. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. This is the brand new Conkeldurr. Yeah, this is the brand new Conkeldurr. Interesting. Okay, play the Pokestop. Okay, Buddy and Night Stretcher is fantastic to see right here. So we can go double Shuppet, double Duskull. Go into the Shuppet here, grab the energy. And what we'll do is we'll Enveloping Shadow right now. Flipping a coin for heads. Hey, no item cards. Okay, there's Iono, there's Fezandipity, we've flipped the script, we've just lost our rare candy Dusknoir, damn it. Well, there's Dusknoir, we can always flip the Pokestop again, I guess. Put another Shuppet into play. Okay, my opponent can't do anything right now, which is what we want to see. We'll shuffle the deck with Buddy, because we do know that a rare candy went to the bottom, put Shuppet into play. Roll that Pokestop. Hey, rare candy and Night Stretcher. Shame we didn't lose a Banette there, but we can attach the other Shuppet. Do we Night Stretcher? In fact, do we even Cursed Blast here? Nah, we're gonna just Enveloping Shadow again. Flipping a coin. Ah, Tails. They get access to their items again. Get ready for Conkeldurr. Get ready for the Conkeldurr. So basically, if Conkelda is afflicted by some kind of special condition, so burn, confusion, poison, they are able to attack for free, and they do a shitload of damage. This is why we really needed to find Banette EX, so either offer the Pokestop or whatever. Ooh, an Iono. Iono works. Iono works for me. And the unfortunate thing is, Conkelda is not a 2-prizer. Clorf. Okay, we can get rid of Clorf very easily. Ancient Booster Capsule to the Brute Bonnet. Down comes the Artisan. Oh boy. Do they have the... They're going to have the attack with Clorf. They have to have the attack with Clorf. They wouldn't do that unless they did. And there's Bidoof onto the bench. I'm tempted to take out that Bidoof. What have we got? Okay. I'm actually tempted to use Cursed Blast here to take out the Bidoof. Because then that gets rid of their draw engine. Let's see what we get off a Trick and Shoot. Okay, there's the Banette EX. We need that. Now I don't think I'm so worried. Now I don't think I'm so worried about this. I am actually going to do it. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to Curse Blast.
Have a rotten day!
Have a rotten day. Thank you very much, River. Thank you. I am going to Curse Blast, get rid of the Bidoof. It gets rid of the draw engine, basically. Do we survive a hit here? So 160. Yes, we do. We both take a prize. Another rare candy. Spectacular. We Night Stretcher here. We can grab the Dusknoir. We can rare candy into it. We'll grab another Duskull off of the Artisan here, which allows us to also shuffle the deck. And here we go. Everlasting Darkness. Here we go. So we have taken out. Okay, we have 100% taken out their draw engine by getting rid of the Bidoof, and we have also been able to shut them down from items. How are you? One question to PCG and the deck you're playing. So I'm seeing you using Dusknoir. Wouldn't a certain trainer / gym leader be a good card to play with? You mean Morty? Use some Johto, not sure. Yeah, Morty. Morty would be the one you're thinking of. Okay, so tool cards are not item cards as of what was it, Scarlet Violet? So they're allowed to play item cards, but Binding Mochi with Conkelda, beautiful combination. The problem is, though, my opponent can't just evolve up into Conkelda because we're shutting down the items. Might have that card. To be fair, Morty would not be a bad idea. I'm actually not going to lie there. Morty might not be a bad idea instead of the Professor's Research. Cynthia's Ambition. I mean, the thing is, without the ability to play items... Okay, there's the DTE, so they are going to be able to do some damage here. Now, we could always Dusknoir and try and take something out. Unhinged Scissors, 140. Problem is, we're not doing a whole lot of damage back. We would, in fact... Okay, well, first and foremost, we are going to use Dusknoir, but the question is, who are we using Dusknoir on? We could take out the other Clorf. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to use Curse Blast. We're going to take out the other Cloth. So we're still equal on prizes. We're still equal on prizes. So we're not, like, sacrificing anything. What's this going to be? Oof, that is not the card we needed to see there. We can switch out into the Mew. We can play the Buddy Buddy to thin it out of our hand, and we'll grab another Duskull. We'll put the energy down on the other shop hit. Or do we go Banette? Put it down near the other shop hit, just in case. We'll play the Iono. That really thins down their hand now. There's Dusknoir. There's another Banette. The other Banette doesn't help us out tremendously at this point. 5 damage counters. Okay. You know what? That would actually... Oh, that actually helps us out immensely. So we Curse Blast. We put the 5 on Cloth, taking up to 120. Sorry, 110, 110. Gives my opponent a prize. It's unfortunate they have to take it this way. And then we go out into Banette EX. We'll evolve the other Shoppet into Banette just so we have access to Puppet Offering in the next turn. We can play Artisan here for whatever this was left, another Shoppet. We can restart off with the Mew. Night Stretcher. Whoa. Could I evolve that? Did I put that Duskull into play? In fact, we're going to find out. Give me back the Dusclops. Okay, yeah. No, we made a mistake there. But there we go. Everlasting Darkness takes out the active Cloth. We're back to equalized on prizes, and my opponent no longer has access to their item cards. Prime Catcher's nice. Out comes the Girder. Sorry, Timber. It goes Timber, Girder, Conkelder. Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. Doesn't exactly help my opponent here. It is going to come down to a real big play here. Okay, there's Arven. Remember, they can get they can play the tool card. 100% they can play the tool card, but they cannot play the item card. The item card is the thing that's shut down right now. Yep, they can't play their own Prime Catcher. However, we kind of need to find our other Banette EX. We do need to find another Banette EX here. And there's another Timber. Binding Mochi. Do they have the energy card? The thing is, I'm genuinely tempted to try and trap the Brute Bonnet with Everlasting Darkness here. DTE does not work. They can retreat. As I said, though, we do need to find the other Banette. We need to find another Banette, right? Very quickly. Counter Catcher won't work. Yeah, we're going to Prime Catcher out the Brute Bonnet. Bring out the Mew. That heals it. Retreat into the Banette EX. Puppet Offering here. We're going to sacrifice this Banette. Get back the Iono. don't think there's anything we can grab off of the artisan. So we're just going to use this to shuffle the deck. Yep, no, we still got Irradiant Alakazam. We've still got Dusknoir. We still got Ursaluna. How many rare candy we got? Actually, 2. Okay, so we have access to 1 more. So if we can find a Night Stretcher, we still got access to 1 more Dusknoir play. But we've got to be careful about when we use it. Okay, give that Pokestop a roll. I should have. Trekking shoes. What do we got? Night Stretcher. Hey. Now that's what I'm talking about. We can play the Night Stretcher. Or maybe you should have waited. Restart for 1. Ultra Ball. That does get us another Banette EX. But okay, here we go. Everlasting Darkness. It could also get us the Radiant Alakazam. Radiant Alakazam here could genuinely... it could be the GOAT. Yeah, remember, Brute Bonnet can't like poison itself with its own ability right now. Iono. Double Ultra Ball and a Psychic Energy. Another Artisan, so that gets rid of my Pokestop. God damn it. Might have to sacrifice here. We have to retreat the Banette EX. We actually have to retreat the Banette EX. We can't allow it to take another turn of this like triple poison damage. Professor Research. That is probably the last card I wanted to see there. Wait, wait, is there not another Banette in the deck? No, there is not. Let's restart. Okay. This is a very interesting predicament. We get access to 2 very explosive turns here. Because what we can do is we can... Okay, we can't take out the... There's no way for... We could take it to a draw. We could take it to a draw. But I don't want to draw. Okay. Retreat out into the Shuppet. We Curse Blast. And we take out the Radiant Sneasler. This needs to be a Banette EX. This has to be Banette EX. Otherwise, we're going to have to roll the die. Prize number 4, Night Stretcher. Wait a minute, that Dusknoir has been in play, hasn't it? It has, but it doesn't change any of the math. No, it doesn't. Or does it? That's 130. Oh! Okay, this actually changes the maths. This actually changes the maths. Because we Night Stretcher back for the Dusknoir. Put that into play. That's 130 damage. Which... We can take 2 damage counters off of this Timber and put it on the Brute Bonnet, which leaves it with 130 left, which is exactly what we need. Okay, okay. We still need a goddamn Banette EX off of this. If we get Banette EX off of this, we're going to win. If we don't, we're at the mercy of a coin flip. Why is it called Radiant? Because it's just its classification as a basic... so it's an evolutionary Pokemon that's a basic and shiny. Basically, it was just a bit of a gimmick back in this Astral. Okay, here we go. Prize number 2 is... Squawkabilly, no! Oh no, we're at the mercy of a coin flip. We are at the mercy of a goddamn coin flip. I can't believe the other prize was... I can't believe it. The last prize in the goddamn thing was Banette EX. It comes down to this. Do we get the coin flip? Yes, we do! We're still in this, baby! We're still in this. We're still in this, baby. We're still in this. Down goes Bonnet. Down comes Girder. Another ancient booster energy capsule. That's really not what we needed to see right there. Flip the script. As I said, we needed Banette. Toxic powder. Thankfully, they don't have Radiant back in play. But all my opponent needs is just the last prize card, and they win. Atticus. What? Good card. Good card for the deck. I can't believe the fucking last prize. What? Oh, and they've also... Ah, really? They played DTE? They played... Oh, of course they played DTE because of Cloth. I think we just lose no matter what then. Because unless we can... We've already used both Prime Catcher and Counter Catcher. No, we actually haven't used Counter... but then again, we can't use Counter Catcher right now. Okay, play Trekking Shoes. Iono. Yep, we're gonna have to Iono and pray is what we're gonna have to do. Nest Ball. Okay, we can actually play the Nest Ball here for Ursaluna. Oh my god, we've just won. Holy shit, we've just won! Wow, 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 wowie, wow. And this is why Henry put Blood Moon Ursaluna in the deck, so that as soon as you get low enough, you can just Blood Moon to victory. Blow them away, baby! Mochi is a card now? Yes. Love the shade of pink on that prize card? Yes. Banette was poisoned? Yes. And why is it called... Okay, I already answered that one. Oh, shit. Yeah, the final card was fucking Banette EX, honestly. Okay, the Banette was poisoned because of the ability on Brute Bonnet. So whenever Brute Bonnet has got an ancient booster energy capsule on it, it can poison both active Pokemon, which for Pokemon like Clorf and Conkeldurr is exactly what you want. You missed a bit. Yep. Binding Mochi is what that stuff is officially classified as. Is now a tool card, which if your active Pokemon is poisoned, it will do an additional 40 damage. I want to say 40. It's a really powerful tool card for decks like Clorf, Conkeldurr. Yeah, and love the ghosts. But yeah, this isn't even my deck. Okay, I'm not taking responsibility for this whatsoever. I was first introduced to this deck by Little Dark Fury, and Little Dark Fury credited the original creator of the deck, Henry Brand, who played it to Worlds. Yeah, I can see what... God, it's a real... It really tests your brain power. It really does test your brain power. But, honestly, I like this a lot. I will, however, say, I think you're onto something by exchanging... Maybe exchanging... No. The thing is, I'm playing the deck 1-for-1. I'm playing the deck 1-for-1 for now, but I may agree that Morty could be a better option, but we'll have to see. Now it's coming up to 10 o'clock. We've been going for how long? About an hour and 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, oh shit, we're going first? Okay, it's unusual for my opponent to decide that I'm going first, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. I will, however, complain about this starting hand. This is too good. This opening hand is too good. We can't squawk a bit. Oh, I see. Okay, I see why my opponent has done this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Festival. Welcome to the festival. Have a look around. I really wish I could squawk a belly here because we actually have no draw support for the next turn. But the rest of our hand is so good. We can rare candy into Dusknoir, take out the Grookey before it becomes a problem. I still think we need to squawk and seize. I still think we need to squawk and seize here. I hate to do this. I really despise doing this, but we kind of have to do this. Okay, so we still got Dusknoir. We got Banette EX for the next turn. Cool. So it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest thing I had to do there with Squawkabilly, but you know what? We've not been punished for it. So I'm going to call it a win. I'm calling it a win. If we top deck Banette EX, if we actually top deck Banette EX here, and we're able to... Okay, so a second Applin. Yeah, we need to get rid of Grookey. Grookey needs to be the Pokemon we take out with this Dusknoir. And I'm saying that because the Thwackey has got the ability that if the active Pokemon has got the ability that the Diplin's going to have, they can grab any card out of the deck. It's effectively a Pidgeot EX on a one-prizer. We need to get rid of that Grookey as fast as possible, which we're going to do with this Dusknoir. Ooh, Iono. Interesting. I'm still going to sacrifice the Dusknoir and the Ultra Ball. How many of each have we got in the deck, actually? Ooh, we do have the Banette. I am gonna do this. Okay, I am gonna do this. We're gonna keep the energy, put it back on the bottom of the deck, play the Iono. Hey, there's Night Stretcher. Is there anything in here? Yeah, double Dusknoir, or triple Dusknoir in a minute. Play the trekking shoes. We're looking for a buddy. Gonna say no to the energy to take the next card. Night Stretcher. Ugh, okay. So effectively, I got nothing. Okay, we're going to Curse Blast, and we are going to get rid of that godforsaken Grookey. Okay, another Shop It. That works for me. Because in the next turn, what we can do is we can... Okay, we'll grab a hold of a Duskull. And we can... Everlasting Darkness. There we go. So in the next turn, we can start spreading around some damage counters. And we can... We've stopped them from playing item cards. So now they have to top deck stuff like Grookey and Thwackey and all that other kind of stuff. But we have access to another Dusknoir after this. I say as I open my fat fucking mouth. Really? Really? Okay, so we still got access to a Night Stretcher. We've got access to Professor's Research, another Duskull. Ideally, I would have found Dusclops there. Ideally, we could have found Dusclops. Basic energy to the active Applin. Flip the script for 3 cards. Technical Machine Evolution. That's a fantastic way of getting around the... that's a fantastic way of getting around all of the item shut-off shenanigans. Because remember, tool cards are not item cards. So they're probably going to evolve both of the Applin to Diplin. Well, there's one. And there's 2. Okay. We're going to shuffle the deck by playing the nest ball. And it's a good thing we're going to. Get another Dusknoir in play. I should have checked it. Oh, shit. I should have checked to see what we've got. Trekking shoes. Iono. Iono is far better in this situation than... Yeah, it's actually far better in this situation than the Professor's Research. Puppet Offering. Curse Blast. Okay, Curse Blast here. Okay, we can take a two prize turn. We can actually take a 2-prize turn here. So, firstly, we are going to Painful Spoons, 2 damage counters off the Applin onto a Diplin. We can Curse Blast and get rid of the Goldeen. Yeah, we take out the Goldeen. We take out the Applin, that's our 2 prizes. We are going to put the Banette into play just in case. And then we can buddy pop. Yeah, and then we can buddy for another Shuppet. So yeah, okay, there we go. So we take out the Diplet, take out the Goldeen. We both take a prize off of this. As I say, I'm going to play the buddy and get back a Shuppet. I'm saving the nest ball because it's going to be a bit more useful in the long run. Let's go. Prize number 1. What's behind card number 1? Psychic Energy. You know what? I'll take that. Play the buddy. Grab a hold of a Shuppet. Enveloping Shadow. And Everlasting Darkness. There we go. Whabam. And Pokestop. So even if they put the Festival Grounds into play, we have access to a counter stadium. Okay, there's Defiance Band. There's another Grookey. We need to get rid of that. Okay, so here comes Iono. We've lost our counter stadium in case they do find the. There's Prime Catcher, but the problem is Prime Catcher doesn't do us any favors. We can take out the Rel Orb with the Dusknoir if we can find the. Okay, there's Do the Wave. They can only do it once. Thankfully, they can only do it once. We'll Trek and Shoes first. I don't think Iono helps me here. Another Dusknoir. Nope. We can take out the Applin, technically speaking, but that gets rid of all the damage counters we've got on at the moment. There has to be something I can do. Pheasant Dippity, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. We're going to use the Prime Catcher. Bring out the other Applin. Bring out the other Shuppet. Attach the other Shuppet just in case. Play the Professor's Research. Okay, well, there's Night Stretcher and Pokestop. So, with Pokestop, we can try and find a rare candy. No, just a buddy. Okay. Okay, so we can Stretcher here, grab Dusknoir's back. We can take, in fact, we can take out the Grookey. We need to take out Grookey. So we move the 2 damage counters over to Grookey. We can Curse Blast onto Grookey and take it out. Again, that gets rid of Thwacky, which is what we want at the moment. Okay, there's another buddy. We've got to be exceptionally careful at this moment about how we're taking our last prizes. So thin out the deck by getting the Duskull into play. Which I shouldn't have done that. I should have used the Ultra Ball. I should have used the Ultra Ball. In fact, I can still do that. Play the buddy, get rid of the energy. Tell me the other bayonets in the... Okay, it is. Oh, thank heavens for that. Okay. We're just making it as difficult as possible on my opponent, that's all. Okay, go Everlasting Darkness. Prevents their item usage, and it threatens a knockout on the Applin on the next turn. As I say, we just have to be exceptionally careful about how we're taking our last couple of prizes at this point. Again, we're forcing my opponent to try and find a lot. And maybe they will find it. Okay? 100 Legacy Energy. Ooh, okay. There's Festival Grounds. I've got the next Diplin. Right? Vitality Band. Vengeful Punch. Cynthia's Ambition. Great card to see. Okay, they've got the other Diplin. We know that they now know that they've got the other Diplin. 1000% they've got the other Diplin. And I think they're going to be... No, they just get to retreat out into the other Diplin. Okay. So they are going to take 2 prizes. Oh boy. Oh no, they're not. They're not taking a 2 prizer here. Is there a way we can do this? Yes, there is. That's not it. Okay, my opponent just concedes anyway. We would have had to have rolled. We would have had to have rolled the Pokestop for some kind of, like, rare candy. But damn, you can see why this deck did well. You can see why this deck actually did well. This is... Oof. It was just the fact that we had to take out the Grookies and the Thwackies and stuff. Because here's the thing. If you allow the Festival Ground deck to set up, you are beyond fucked. And I'm sorry to use such harsh language, but it's the goddamn truth. It is genuinely the goddamn truth that you are beyond boned if you allow them to set up, because unlike Pidgeot EX, every single Thwacky can find you a card if you fulfill the condition. So if you have 2 Thwacky, you can find 2 cards. 3, why would you need 3? But if you can set up 3 Thwacky, that's 3 cards of your choice from the deck at any one time. It's ridiculous. Even 1 can prove to be a problem, which is why I went after those things with pinpoint precision. But okay then, okay. That's going to be the end of the fights. We did a couple with Tinkaton. In fact, we did one good one with Tinkaton against that Whiscash deck, which I do quite like. It's just a shame that... Just a shame it never worked out. I could see that being combined with something like Farigiraf, to be fair. And then we also had that really nice... Think. And then we've just been playing... I did try the Venonat build, but just the flexibility of Puppet offering Banette it's a game changer. It's genuinely a game changer. And the fact that you can shut down item cards with Shuppet on a coin flip, it just expedites your whole game plan. So yeah, play Ghosts with Ghosts. There's a reason that they are super effective against each other. But anyway, let's crack open some of our tiers, shall we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 to do. So, on tier number 10, on the standard side, we've got an alternate art Okie Dokie EX, and we've also got a golden earthen vessel. Very nice. Almost a playset of those. On the Premier side, we've got a deck box and some crystals, which I don't mind. That's actually really nice. Oh, Honolulu. Oh, it's the Honolulu stuff. I love the colours. Love the colours. I'll definitely be using that in the future. On Tier 11's Premier side, we've got an alternate art B-barrel. Look at the derpy little face there. I love that. And we've also got a golden nest ball. Very nice. Tier 11 on the standard side, we've got 3 packs of Shrouded Fables. So come on, chat. Fingers are crossed. Let's get some BPE in here. We've got Duskull, huh? Funny. We've got Kufant. We've got the brand new Curum. That's seeing a lot of play in Regidrago V-Star. V-Star. It's Regidrago V-Star. Reverse Hollow Hypno. Reverse Hollow Joltik. And the rare of the pack is going to be a Blood Moon Ursaluna. The baby version. Very nice. Okay, 2 packs remaining. We've got Zubat. We've got Houndour. We've got Genesect. We've got Reverse Hollow Weavile. Reverse Hollow Krogunk. And the rare of the pack is going to be Coparaja. Very nice. Okay, we go. Pack number 3. We've got Toxicroak. We've got Houndoom. Binding Mochi. Reverse Hollow Krogunk. Reverse Hollow Janine's Secret Art. And Dusknoir. Very cool. So yeah, if we go and have a quick look at Binding Mochi. Yeah, attacks used by the poisoned Pokemon this card is attached to will do 40 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So as I say, great in Clorf, great in Conkeldurr. And here's the new Curum, Plasma Bane. If your opponent has any cards in their discard pile that have the word Colress in the name, this Pokemon can use the Tri-Frost attack for 1 colorless. Now notice how it says the Tri-Frost attack. That's because if it said this Pokemon can use its attacks for 1 colorless, it would open up the door to stuff like Crisis Punch, the Crisis Punch, Technical Machine, some other kind of really goofy play in that regard. You don't want that. You don't want that. So yeah, they have to be very specific about this kind of stuff now with the technical machines being in play. But yeah, discard all energy from this Pokemon, 1/10 to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. It's like, goddamn. No wonder why Regidrago loves this thing. Okay, Tier 12 on the Premier side. We've got some shorts. Purple and pink shorts. Why can't they be trousers? And I mean as in proper full-length trousers. None of this like 4/5 or 3/4 garbage. And on tier, 12, 13? Tier 12. On the tier 12 standard side, we've got the alternate art Hisuian Samurott V and Hisuian Samurott V Star. Very nice. Oh, so it's a good card. It is in certain decks. Okay, you can't play Binding Mochi in every single deck and expect it to work, but in certain decks, it will 100% be great. Okay, so Tier 13 on the Premier side, we've got the alternate art Cleffa, one of the best alternate arts in the game, and then 2 copies of Golden Buddy Poffins. And we've actually got a playset of the things now. Very nice. And the second one is traded in for 1,000 credits. Thank you very much, Lee. Tier 13 on the standard side, 1 pack of Shrouded Fable. So we got a Cuffant. We got a Jatoian Sneasel. Janine's Secret Art. Reverse Holographic Eevee. Whoa! That's not a reverse holographic, is it? That is the art rare Dusknoir. And the rare of the pack is a Coparaja. Look at this creepy son of a bitch. It tells a bloody story. It actually tells a bloody story because you get the Duskull in the street, you get the Dusklops in the bushes, and then you got the Dusknoir right outside your house. You have to genuinely ask yourself, what kind of curse do I have for this thing that's considered like the Grim Reaper of the Pokemon universe to turn up at your door? It is a beautiful card. It is a beautiful card, but goddamn. Tier 14, Premier side, Pecharunt coin, don't care. Look, I'll be completely honest. Pecharunt is a good mythical in terms of the fact that it actually had an event to go alongside it, albeit very small. At a certain point, legendaries and mythicals just stopped being special to me. You know, because Generation 2, you have to go out and hunt for Raikou, for Entei, and for Suicune. In Generation 3, you had to, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Groudon and Kyogre were story stuff, but you found Rayquaza at the top of Sky Pillar. I mean, I did it completely accidentally, I'll be 100% honest with you. Found it accidentally, then you have the whole Reggie thing. And then Generation 4... Distortion World? Question mark? I don't know. Generation 5 had a couple of events, especially with Shaman and the other stuff, but yeah, as of Generation 6, when stuff just got given to you, it just stopped being really special, you know? So yeah, Petulant I really couldn't give a shit about. Anyway, here we go again. Another pack of Shrouded Fable. Also, it's the bastard that helped facilitate the murder of Ogerpon's original trainer, so fuck it. We got Houndoom. We got Yveltal. We got Sylveon. Very nice artwork. I'll have a quick look at that one. Reverse Hollow Colvez's Tenacity. Very nice. The alternate art Monkey Dory, the one with the Adrenabrain. Very powerful card in decks like God of War. Very cool. And we've also got Ursaluna. Put 2 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon having damage counters on. Very cool. You can play this in Frozelass. There's the alternate art Monkey Dory. Sassy little bitch. And then there's the Sylveon. I'm Silverman. I mean, I know it's supposed to be Batman, but it was the best I could do. Cool artwork. Not a great card, but cool artwork. Tier 15 on the Premier side. 6 Golden Fire Energy. These are definitely energy that are not basic. And then on Tier 15 on the standard side, 100 credits and 3 more Shrouded Fable. Let's crack them open. It's a beautiful artwork with blossoms on the trees. 100% agree. Let's have a look. See, Shrouded Fable. We got Krogunk. Genesect. Sylveon again. Reverse Hollow Dusknoir. Very nice. Reverse Hollow Colvez. Very nice. And the rare pack is going to be another Blood Moon Ursaluna. Cool. Here we go again. Shrouded Fable. Reverse Hollow Water Energy with the brand new hexagonal background. Very nice. I do like this, but the first one we pulled was Steel Energy. We got the brand new Furfrou. Feels quaint. 1 colorless 30. Attach a basic energy from your discard to one of your bench Pokemon. I mean, going first and using something like an Ultra Ball, this can be all right, especially with 100 HP. It's actually a fairly bulky, basic Pokemon, but it's not going to see play. It's not going to see play. It's okay, but that's the problem. It's only okay. You can do worse, but you can also do better. We've also got the brand new Decidueye. Alolan Decidueye. Reverse Hollow Houndour. Reverse Hollow Galvantula. Very nice. And Okidogi EX. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, then here we go. 1 more pack of Shrouded Fable. Another Reverse Hollow Basic Energy. Very nice. Very, very nice. We've got Seadra. Cassiopeia. I wonder who the hell that is. Reverse Hollow Weavile. Another Dusknoir? Another Dusknoir. Are you shitting me? So that guy, he left his region because of crimes and showed up in Alola, right? Don't know. That's the key thing. We don't know. Remember, at Generation 6, we know that the Pokemon franchise hit a split timeline. Okay, as of X and Y, we know that Pokemon effectively had 2 timelines. One where the war 3,000 years ago happened, the weapon fired, and thus allowed for stuff like Mega Evolution. And then the first 5 games, but then the first 5 games, so Generation 1, its remakes, Generation 2, its remakes, Generation 3, Generation 4, Generation 5, the war 3,000 years ago either didn't happen or the weapon wasn't fired, which didn't allow for stuff like Mega Evolution, loads of deaths, etc., etc. So can't really say if Carl Res goes to Alola after, like, the first timeline. And then again, we don't know what happened in the second timeline, whether Generation 5 actually happened the way that it happened. We know that Carl Res recognizes Getsis, but we do not, and we know that Getsis recognizes Carl Res because of the Rainbow Rocket episode at the end of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. We don't know what happened in Unova in the second timeline. You have to play them soon. I would love to. I don't have a 3DS capture card. I would love a 3DS capture card, but don't have one. But still, that's a cool Dusknoir and Tapu Bulu. I would be more than happy to play like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon again, and also X and Y. X and Y specifically. Wait, the professor with the blue hair thing could be there because of two different timelines? No. Colvez himself exists in both timelines. We know he's an antagonist in the first timeline, which is Black and White 2. But we do not know if he was an antagonist in the second timeline we pick up from X and Y. I have to play them... you have to play... Oh, you're talking about the Dusknoir. Oh, right. Yeah. Those Dusknoir will definitely be going into the deck if I ever play it again. Let's have a look. In fact, I'll do it after this. 50 coins on the 16th tier for the Premier side. Not great. Tier 16 on the standard side, however. 6 gold and darkness energy. Now, that is energy that is not basic. Very nice. And then the last tier we're opening up tonight on the Premier side, tier number 17's Paldean Fates. We want a shiny Tinkaton, or a shiny Tinkatuff, or shiny Tinkatink. Come on, baby. We've got Fanfy, Clubberpuss, Iono. We've got... okay. I see how it is. We've got a shiny Mabostiff. Reverse Holodidene, and a Magmortar. I see how it is, game. Thank you. You gave me a shiny, just not the one I wanted. I'd be happy to watch you play the 3DS game someday. Yes, I do want to play through them. I really do want to play through them again. I love the shiny King Gambit. I'm always... it's a nice... The thing is, I understand why they did it. And it is a nice shade of blue and gold alongside the rest of the Bisharp line. I'm just a sucker for red and black and grey as a colour scheme in and of itself. So I very much prefer just base King Gambit, Bisharp, Pawniard. So we got Stuffle, we got Malamar, we've got Night Stretcher, we've got Reverse Stuffle, Reverse Malamar, and another Dusknoir. Okay, another Shrouded Fable. Come on, we want something good out of this. We've got Eevee. We've got Cantonian Persian. We've got Night Stretcher. We've got Reverse Holo Inkay. We've got the... Wow, okay. We have the artwork rare of Cantonian Persian. And we've also got the brand new Haxorus. Now, I have faced... I faced a Regidrago deck that had Haxorus in it. Guess what deck I was playing? And if you said Tinkaton, congratulations. You now understand why I don't like this card despite it being a fantastic dragon from Generation 5. Have you noticed a lot of fan artists ship Giacomo with his King Gambit? I would prefer to not talk about that, thank you very much. But yeah, there's the artwork of the Cantonian Persian. Super, super cool. I think that's supposed... I don't know if it's supposed to be just a generic city or if it's supposed to be somewhere in Kanto, because obviously you think of Persian, Cantonian Persian specifically, Giovanni is the first name that pops into your mind. But there we go. We're all caught up now on our battle pass. So yeah, real nice. We actually pulled some really nice stuff. Let's have a look. See, where's Dusknoir? Edit the deck. 1, 2, 1, 2. Heck yeah. You know what? I'm going to exchange that out for the reverse hollow as well. There we go. So, okay then. We actually had a really... Yeah, we should... The Persian card was so cute. I mean, cute's not the word I'd use, but it was really nice. We shall not talk about it. Damn right we won't. And nice. Yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful card. It's a fucking terrifying card if you see it in a dark alley, but it is absolutely beautiful. Right then, that's going to bring us nearly to the end of the stream. I'm going to run a quick 1-minute advertisement. When we come back from said advert, I'm going to talk about what's happening over the next couple of days. So, chat, I'll see you in a minute's time. After I exchange the music over to Nimbasa from Generation 5. There we go, and let's roll those adverts. Roll them! Okay then, there we go. So, according to Twitch.tv, we're playing an advert, so... We actually had quite a lot of fun. We actually had quite a lot of fun today. We played a good match with Tinkaton EX, which I am very happy I caught A on stream and B we won, because Wizcash Mill is something you don't see. Wizcash Mill is something you don't see. And I could actually see that working. Not in the way that they played it. I could genuinely see it in a way that they didn't play it. But, if they could combine the Wizcash as an alternate win condition to something like Farigarath and Claydol, I reckon that they could have something there. Use Hyper Aroma as the A-spec of choice. I'd ship myself more if a Hypno would follow me home instead of being stalked by a Dusknoir. Either way, both are bad. Both are bad. And then we tried out Henry Brand's Ghosts deck. Honestly, Henry Brand played this to the world. I could see why. What a fucking deck. Seriously, it hurts. Don't get me wrong, this is not a beginner-friendly deck. It will hurt your brain. Because you have to think about where it is you're putting damage. Can Radiant Alakazam move them about? Can you sacrifice the prizes? What do you need to take out at all costs? Can you set something up for a big KO later down the line? It's a lot to think about, and especially if you get a real bitch of a hand, like we did in one of those games where we had to Professor's Research away 3 Night Stretcher. You don't want to do that! You do not want to do that. However, that being said, goddamn, I actually really do like this deck. I actually really do like this deck. But the thing is, I'm starting to get away from IRL Pokemon TCG for the foreseeable future. I'm still going to be streaming, okay? I'm still going to be streaming and playing online and all that other kind of good stuff, don't get me wrong. But I'm starting to step away from IRL TCG and have done for a long time. Firstly, because I was tired of it, but now that I've hit certain milestones in my life, I need to start looking at slimming down the Pokemon card collection to practically nothing. Not nothing, because there's a really fun expanded Reggie deck that, you know, is super good. Okay? So I'm never getting rid of those Reggie cards. A bunch of nostalgia cards I'm not going to get rid of. A bunch of the art cards I'm never going to get rid of as well, like the Tinkaton line, the Golden Go EX line, that amazing artwork Aegislash as well. But yeah, when it comes to IRL, I'm starting to sell the collection. I'm starting to sort out what it is I want to keep, what I want to get graded, because I've got some really nice Charizards that need grading, including, and you're never going to believe me, including the Rainbow Rare Champions Path Charizard VMAX. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. It is very, very nice. But yeah, I'm going to keep a bunch of stuff that could come back into and out of rotation. I'm going to keep some of my favorite cards. I'm going to, you know, keep some older stuff as well. But when it comes to me playing IRL, it's on the back burner indefinitely. Indefinitely, it's on the back burner. But that's enough of me talking about the boring stuff of my life. There is no stream. Okay, I won't say there is no stream. I will say that there is the possibility of no stream tomorrow. Whether that's because I'm busy behind the scenes, whether because I'm out on a date with the love of my life, whether that's for whatever reason. Fridays are not a guaranteed stream day. Okay, so there may not be a stream tomorrow, but definitely on Saturday, whether that's the morning or the evening, we are definitely going to be back. I'm thinking either Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Pokemon Showdown, because that Trick Room that Trick Room team of mine with the Polytoad support, it's been doing some work. And it's nice to know that I can actually, beat some people with Pokemon that are off the beaten path. Yes, Arch Aladdin is very, very powerful. And yes, I don't give a shit because I liked Aladdin in Generation 8. And I love Arch Aladdin in Generation 9. Okay? Just putting it out there. However, we need to work out a couple of kinks. We do need to work out a couple of kinks with that deck. Team, you can tell I'm a TCG player. So yeah, there's Street Fighter 3, there is Pokemon Showdown, there's more Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Remember, we're about halfway through the final chapter of the game before we clean up our 100% clear up. What else is there? There's also speed running. I practically have my PS2 ready to go for speed running. I do intend to get my name up on a speedrun website at some point, and I would like to do it before the end of 2024. And I am aware I've got some catching up to do. But anyway, chat, I'm not going to keep you for any longer because I'm pretty sure I've bored you to death already. If you haven't already, please consider giving both the Discord and the YouTube a follow and a subscription, respectively, and I will drop links one more time in the chat. So if you want to keep up to date with goings on behind the scenes, see when we go live and what with, as well as new animations, emotes, etc., you know exactly where to find us on that Discord. You get to join all the other ingots. That's right. If you're my audience, you are ingots. Hey, don't blame me. Blame my moderator for that one. And if you want to go back in time and watch a bunch of old Captain Steel stuff, including our Super Mario RPG playthrough. There we go. Our Pikmin 1 playthrough, Sonic the Hedgehog, Darkwing Duck on the NES we also did. We've done a whole bunch of different stuff, including Smash Brothers and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you want to go back and watch some of that stuff, that would help us out immensely. Thank you very much. Cuphead as well. We also did Cuphead. Cuphead's been quite popular on the channel. Shockingly enough, although I'm pretty convinced most of those are bots. Anyway, chat, thank you all very, very much. Thank you all very, very much for joining me this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. Have yourself a wonderful night. Please take care. And above all else, chat, and if you know the saying of the channel, please say it with me. When life gives you garbage, grab life by the throat, and you make it feel the steel. Make it feel the steel. We're back. Potentially tomorrow, definitely on Saturday with another stream. Don't know what it's going to be of yet. Have yourself a wonderful evening, folks. Take care, stay hydrated, and look after yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.